Hey everyone, Hark here from K&A Gamers. We're back. It's more Dark Souls 2, Road to Platinum. I do believe we are getting on the final stretch here. I had to kind of find a way around the Lost Sinner. Kind of have been putting that fight off because freaking Lost Sinner is a scrub and is summoning. But we got another Lord Soul to go after. It's a big spider thing. The Duke's Freya or whatever it's called. And, well, that's what we're going to try and progress to today. Right now we're kind of in the shaded woods and I'm trying to figure out which way goes where. But something I want to tell anyone watching this when it's up on the channel, some updates for you. My Alan Wake series is on the way. It's going right now. I got 2 uploads of it. 7 Days to Die. Austin and I are recording that currently, and I'm editing it. A lot of cool stuff coming with that one, by the way. Let's see, what else? Be doing some more Halloween stuff soon. Amnesia. Probably the Halloween event for World of Tanks. We got to get Danny on for that, and just all kinds of stuff. We got maybe we'll live stream Borderlands 2 DLC because we never got around to playing that together. In Borderlands, we had some of our fondest gaming moments with Borderlands. So yeah, some of the stuff coming up. Okay. This is the way I need to go, through there. This should hit a dead end. This is to Aldia's Keep, right? And to the left is to the castle, which is my end goal. Alright, let's get prepared. I see you. You gotta slow walk with your sword raised up like an anime character. That's how you know when they'll be coming, because you're that cool. Seeing weird things in the smoke. Oh no, I saw him at the last second. Wow, that's an insta-kill. That is an insta-kill. Why do people keep stabbing me in the back? Because it's easy. And it does a lot of damage. Gotta admit, like, PvP and just all around humanoid combat is so much better in these newer games. Dark Souls 1, it was just all about the backstab. That's how you determine from a loss from victory, whether or not you got that backstab. Get the crap out of here. Give him my souls. I see you. My brightness may be turned all the way down for atmospheric effects, but I can still see you. Oh, I could really see you. Where did you go? Alpaca, welcome. Thanks for checking out the stream. By the way, if you want to play with Austin and I, we got Steam. We can send you our Steam names, by the way. And you can add us. Fet's been getting on me about contacting you and sending us Steam information. We don't really have that many people to play with right now. Oh, that, oh, oh, ooh. Let me just sippy there for a second. Yeah, I'll just message through YouTube our Steam names. Figure that's the best way to send that information. And I'm back at the beginning. I just did a full circle through hell and made it back to the beginning. God, I hate this place. I see you. Oh, there's one behind me too, isn't there? I guess the key here is to just get a freaking bigger sword. We don't have Twitter. I mean, I have Facebook, but it's my personal Facebook. And we have Discord. We have a Discord chat. So maybe I could send you an invite to that. It's where we get all of our friends that get on the channel and we just chat. There's a text channel and a voice channel on Discord. It's much better than Skype, and it's way easier than TeamSpeak. And it's all free. Yeah, it's a really good idea, especially like for your channel too. Cause like you have a lot of people that are like really nice and talkative. And I feel like making a Discord channel for the community would just be, that would be a wonderful idea. Oh shoot. Oh no. Oh. God, leave it to Dark Souls 2 to have vases curse me just by being at them. Yeah, I mean, check it out and see what you think. I get a bigger sword, yeah. I've been grinding on this character for so long. I'm sure he could take a bigger sword. Oh shoot, I can hear him. Are they hitting the trees? I think they're hitting the trees. That's why the trees are moaning. Why the trees are moaning? Don't ask. I think I'm going to leave them to it. Oh, that's just another player. Okay, I thought that was another specter. I made it out. Oh, okay. It's never fun. that place. Before these super long streams, I always make sure to grab something to eat. Because I know that if I'm playing something like this game, I'm going to be at it for hours. Life gem, that's good. Don't have any fragrant branches, so I can't go down there. My favorite snack? Well, I'm all about snacks. Like, let me tell you, I'd take a snack over a decent meal any day. I am the absolute reflection of the stereotypical college student. I love Cheez-Its and just any kind of like cracker. Just really simple stuff. Like Cheez-Its are usually my go-to thing. I like gum too, like Double Bubble, like all kinds of gum. Even mints sometimes. My most serious moments in gaming requires me to have a stick of gum in my mouth. What's your favorite snack, Alpaca? Oh, don't worry, that's just the crazy vases that are just here and curse me if I get too close. Why? I don't know. I know the whole backstory behind all these games, and yet this game offers no explanation as to that kind of bull crap. How a piece of pottery could laugh maniacally and curse me by getting near them, I have no idea. Beans. Hey, beans are the best, you know. Beans can be like the ultimate snack food. Oh shoot, not all these guys are petrified. Oh, that did a lot of damage. Oh, they do not, they just don't care. You hit them with the heaviest sword in the game, they just don't care. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. Oh, well, there goes his axe. There ain't no running in Dark Souls. Oh, look at that backstab. Yeah, I've been doing this game for like all the games I have like hundreds of hours in. Just like I have too much experience with these games, so I usually know how to deal with this. It's just I'm at such a high level now and like so many playthroughs into the game. And I also have on a covenant that actually makes it harder. I'm part of the company of heroes here. And that's a faction that literally just makes the game harder. So it's like, I'm not used to how much damage everything does. Oh, what? Well, why wasn't that backstab? There we go. Yeah, I make this look easy, by the way. It's not nearly as easy as it looks. Like, I could very well just make a mistake and it's just over for me. Oh man, that ghost of another player scared me. Sometimes that happens with backstabs, where it's like the animation goes through, but the enemy character model has moved. So then it hits them and it's like, oh, that's not his back anymore. Welp. Let's get rid of this freaking vase. There we go. What was this? Oh yeah, that's what this was. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! This is bad. Oh yeah, Bloodborne's my favorite. Like, if Dark Souls is my favorite franchise, Bloodborne is my favorite game. Oh man, like... If someone owns a PS4, they owe it to themselves to get Bloodborne. I'm fairly certain they had no clue what they were making when they were making Bloodborne. They had no idea how much of a success and how good of a game it was going to be. Just, I love everything about it. The characters, the setting, the aesthetic, the combat, the bosses, the background story, everything. It's just such a well-made game. Yeah, it isn't, games like this, you know, they might be like extremely like awesome and stuff like that, but they're extremely difficult too at times. So I can understand if it's not for everyone. A friend of mine, actually, on YouTube, he runs a channel called Team Optimus. I've been trying to get him into Bloodborne, and I could tell it isn't sticking too well with him. He's used to like retro games, first-person shooters, and different things like that. So yeah, Bloodborne definitely isn't for everyone. Yeah, I know. Like Optimus Prime. Yeah, they are epic. I was all about first-person shooters back in the day, like Return to Castle Wolfenstein. That was a good childhood first-person shooter. I'm loving the new Wolfenstein, by the way. They got those games down to an art at this point. Okay, here's the boss. I might actually head back and refill all of my Estus before I go into this one. I used to think the first... Oh god, that's not a ghost, that was a specter. I thought that was another player. That scared me. Get out of here. Oh, good dodge. Nope. It's a good series of games. Like, obviously Wolfenstein 3D paved the way for most modern shooters. Yeah. Nowadays, they're making it very real. These new Wolfensteins are feeling very real, like this could happen if this was an alternate history where the Nazis won. But at the same time, you're like dual-wielding shotguns, killing giant robots and stuff like that. So it's like the best of both worlds. It's like Doom along with like actual real like consequences in the world. Really interesting stuff. Like back in the day, it was just all about like ridiculousness. And like Return to Castle Wolfenstein did it the best, where it just felt like another World War II shooter. But then slowly it would amp up, and then you would be fighting mutants and stuff like that. Yeah, it really was the perfect mix. Well, this is my life now. Hello, Scorpioness. How's it going? It's been a while. Oh, good dodge. It's another thing I despise about Dark Souls 2. The momentum of huge, amazingly weighty enemies was so, like, off balance. Like, what I mean is just giant, huge enemies just freaking move in a split second. Yeah, I've always been a huge, like, history fan. So it is cool to see, like, you know, what could have been. It was pretty scary, the stuff the Nazis were coming up with in real life. Near the end of the war, like they were getting desperate. I mean, they already had jet fighters and stuff like that. Like that's downright scary in of itself. Then you have things like the Mouse super heavy tank, the Rat, which was just a land cruising fortress. Oh god. It's quite incredible, the stuff they were coming up with. Oh, shoot. Alright, let's not get hit by these. Oh boy. Ho-ho! Yeah, they were crazy. They're as close as you're gonna get to a superhero villain in the real world. Uh-oh. Oh, I mistimed that. Dang, you is tough. Yeah, they were very ahead of their time. Like, Obviously, when you freaking put all of your manpower into something, you just create ungodly creations. That's quite scary to think about, actually, that... Oh, I ran out of stamina. Well, that's the end of me. Yeah, but that's scary to think about, that, you know, they were the top dogs back in the day. It seemed like nothing could stop them. And it's like, what Russia had to do was literally throw themselves at Germany in order to win. There were just freaking millions of Russians, and they just threw themselves on the front over there in the east. And that's how they won. But I guess the Allies just, you know, we all united together and whooped them eventually. But that is scary to think about, that, you know, we had inferior tanks and probably tactics and all that, and we managed to win in the end. Yeah, the world would certainly be different if they hadn't. Alright, I'm gonna freaking grab my souls. Ah, shoot. I should try blocking more in this fight. There's a lot of attacks I can block. Oh, that's a big opening. Gotta have a half woman, half insect beast creature in Dark Souls. It's just like a staple. Oh boy, here we go. I'm actually thinking that she might not chase me. She's actually just going in a set path. Uh-oh. Yeah, blocking. I need to do more of that. Well, I guess you're right. How can we make this fight more irritating? Oh, I know. Give her sorceries to shoot at you. Here, knock down this tree. I don't even remember if this item up here is worth it. Oh, okay. Well, it better be worth that health. Oh, my inventory's full. Oh, that's a good one. It's a freaking for lighting torches. That's what I took that hit for. I already have infinite amount of those. Oh, stop with your pursuing crap. timed it wrong. Oh, I'm probably dead. Yeah, that was it. That was it for me. I couldn't get up. I couldn't recover. This fault. Yeah, I think I actually have too many of those things, actually. Yeah, I'm maxed out. You see, the other games are smart with that. The other games are like, oh, it's full in your inventory? Well, I'll just stick it in your storage. But no, Dark Souls 2 has to be stupid. Dark Souls 2 is the illegitimate child of the series. What rings do I have on? You know what? I'm gonna put on my stamina ring. I'm having a problem with stamina. I'm gonna keep this knuckle ring, slows equipment degrading. Yeah, I'm gonna need that, especially for fights where it takes forever to kill them. Yeah, I know. It's like Dark Souls 2 tried to make like the games more difficult, but it's like they didn't like compensate, saying like, well, this is why it's difficult, or anything like that. It was like, hey, I'm harder than Dark Souls 1. I'm a good game, right? And it was like begging on the floor, please like me. Look how hard I am. Ah, forlorn. Where is he? There you are, forlorn. Alright. Listen here. I've had enough. Oh, and the specters are coming in too, huh? Oh, you can't go with a fair fight, forlorn? You gotta have people fight on your behalf? Why don't you go back to Aldia, huh? Be a part of some of his experiments. Why do you have to keep chasing me down? I don't even want to go to Aldia's Keep. Let me think. What part is the most difficult in this game? Oh, he wants to chase me. Okay. Uh-oh, I've screwed up. I can't really put in my head which part is the most difficult right now. Oh, he doesn't even stagger. I think the DLCs, like one of the DLCs is probably the hardest. Probably the last DLC. It's called Aloyum Lois, I think. And it's like this frozen city. And it's like even just the standard enemies can be so difficult. I'm not running. I'm just retreating to a more advantageous fighting field. Oh, I screwed up that. I'm trying to parry him. That's a bad thing. I should just ignore him. Alright, listen here, forlorn. I've had about enough of you. Oh, someone rated my message. That healed me. That's right, I have good humor. People like my messages. Yeah, I think one of the DLCs is probably like the hardest part of this game. The DLCs for these games were always the most difficult. I think they made it that way on purpose to be like, hey, this is more of a challenge for those hardcore players. Alright, forlorn, you're starting to get on my nerves. Usually, enemies don't chase you for that long, but since Forlorn is a invading NPC, he'll probably chase me as far as I can go. Thank you. Yeah, why this guy is red? He's an NPC, he's just an AI character in the game. But other players can actually invade you the same way he did. So it's like they invade your single player world trying to kill you. So since Forlorn's kind of done that here as an AI, he's supposed to hunt you down for a while. And now he's dead. Now I can get on with the boss fight. I might actually switch to this longsword. It's much faster. I don't lose as much stamina either. Yeah, it's pretty cool, actually. It's actually explained in the lore, too. Like, everything about this game, these games are explained in backstory. The reason why you die and you can come back to play the game again is explained. It's literally in the story that you're undead and you cannot die fully. And invading other people's worlds, they literally say in the first game that time is convoluted and people warp in and out of your world from different ages and times. I died too early. I got this. The problem with these bosses on like new Game+2, which is what I'm on now, this is the third playthrough of the game. It takes a long time to kill them. And whenever I have to fight for a long time, that definitely decreases my chances of survival. You know, it's so surprising to see people play through all the Dark Souls games and they're just like, you know, these people are just coming up with stuff that, like, there's no story or anything. They're just saying random crap. And it's like, that always surprises me, because it's like, if people just pay attention a little bit, you can grasp what's going on. And it's actually a really good story. Oh, crap. Everything's got layers to it. Really? You're gonna pull that out right in front of me? Oh, okay. Well, it's definitely going to be detrimental to their health if they skip through all of the text. People who pay attention will realize that actually helps them out in the long run. For example, there's probably a character I could talk to right now that can tell me what this boss is weak against, so I don't have to freaking run around her swinging for a half hour. Oh crap. And these games also have just a rockin' soundtrack. Like nothing can beat the soundtrack in these games. Oh, I'm losing track of where it is. Whoa, that was a good dodge. Uh-oh, it's coming back. Whoa, dodged it again. Yeah, I'm liking the longsword a lot better. It does less damage, but it takes up less stamina. And I'm not as open to attack. Yeah, exactly. Like not every game, like a game with a good soundtrack won't save a game. But a good game needs a good soundtrack. That's what I always say. If the game's crap and has a good soundtrack, well, it doesn't make the game any better, but you know, a good game definitely needs a good soundtrack. Even though Dark Souls 2, this one I'm playing, is like the weakest in the series, it's still just light years ahead of most games. Like, I seriously, after playing Dark Souls and Bloodborne, it's made me like freaking spoiled now. Where I expect games to be just so well done. Like another game that I played along that time was, I think it was Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. And I thought that was an incredible game. The gameplay was good, the characters were, you know, they were great. Everything was great about that game. And you know, finding out later that there was a fallout between the game's director and Konami, it was just like, you know, there was cut content and that game was supposed to be so much more, and a lot of people didn't like it. It just really surprised me. Like what that game could have been. Yeah, at first the fighting system in these games feel clunky, but once you get used to it, it's like there's so much potential for you to just wreck house. You can go from getting slaughtered from a boss to you are the boss. And I think I just figured her out. See, I made that look easy because I eventually just figured out how to fight her. Boy, did it stop my hands from getting sweaty, those. Wipe those puppies off. That was pretty difficult, actually. I didn't think it would be that hard. Despair. Good message, man. Yep. Just one step closer to where I need to go. Now I gotta figure out where to go. Oh, I know how to deal with these. Stand in water, you're gonna get shocked. Yeah, bonfire. Beautiful bonfire. Oh, is there someone coming after me? Well, better reset. Yeah, I think I'm good. Yeah, that's usually how it goes. So my goal for this stream series basically is to get the platinum trophy for this game. And I literally have like, I need to collect like one more like pyromancy and I think one more miracle, and I have it. And I know exactly who sells them and where it's at. And I literally just need to get halfway through the game, get to a certain point and buy them, and I have that platinum trophy. But in order to do that, I need to kill some bosses to open the door to get there. This poor fellow. I did not mean to do that. In fact, I am willing to go back and reset just to get that heal back that I just spent. It feels so good doing a Dark Souls game again. Like, it's been a long time. I'm glad I got back to this. Yeah, the platinum trophy for PlayStation games, that's basically when you get all other trophies for the game. It's like the ultimate achievement, the 100% completed achievement for PlayStation. So it's a big deal to me, at least. I platinum Dark Souls 3 and I platinum Bloodborne, but I never got around to platinum in this game. I got Dark Souls 1 on Steam on my computer. Maybe one day I'll platinum that. I'll get the ultimate 100% achievement. Sorry, little fella. Well, not everyone, you know, plays games for the achievements, you know. That armor looks familiar. Well, thanks. I spent enough time on this game, I might as well get it. After spending hundreds of hours playing through it multiple times, I really do hope I get it. It's locked in sight on the home stretch, basically. Now I know where I am, and now I know what I'm doing. Okay. Brightstone Cove. I think I'm actually going to head back home. I'm going to actually see if I can level up Maybe turn in some stuff, get some rewards and items. Yeah, I am. You know, to tell the truth, what got me so invested in Dark Souls was last year when Dark Souls 3 came out. I got it day one, and I don't usually do that with games. I don't usually get things day one. I usually wait for quite a long time before I get a game because, you know, I don't have a lot of money. I get older games. But when Dark Souls 3 came out, I was like, well, I'm not going to get Bloodborne anytime soon. I was going to get Bloodborne sometime, but I got 3. And I just became invested in that game. To tell the truth, I was in a dark patch in my life. And I just wanted something to just, you know, get invested and immersed in. And Dark Souls 3 was that game. That I just put everything into it, and I got everything out of it. It was an amazing experience, and I had no clue what was going on. It was the third game. I had no idea why I was doing what I was doing. I mean, I got the concept. I could grasp what I was trying to do, but like, it didn't matter. It was such a good game that I loved it. And then I got Bloodborne. And I thought to myself, wow, this is even better. I was blown away that in this time and day that people could be making games like that. You know, people would always say, well, they don't make games like they used to. And, you know, that's kind of true. But I think Dark Souls and Bloodborne proves them wrong. Don't worry about Alpaca. Yeah, it was just, you know, it was just a rough time, and I really needed something to just escape to, and Dark Souls was kind of that. And you know, I think it taught me something. I think the challenge and how the game's set up really taught me something. You know, that you keep struggling and you keep trying, and even though you keep failing at something, like, to never give up. And eventually, like, each time you fail, you just learn how to do it better. So that's why I'm so good at these games, is because the first time through, I would just get pummeled. Well, that's cool. Yeah, games can, you know, like anything, any kind of media expression of art, like movies and other things, like, yeah, they could definitely do stuff like that. But yeah, Dark Souls taught me how to not give up. Like, you keep on struggling through an area, and eventually you find that bonfire that you can just sit down and rest at, and everything's alright, even for just a moment. Yeah, it's quite amazing what games can do. Alright, I gotta turn in some stuff, get some rewards. I'm actually looking for new games to occupy myself with. Like, I got so many games right now to play anyways, but since there's going to be no more Dark Souls, at least for a while, you know. Yeah, I know. It's a bit cheesy. Oh, I almost walked off that edge. But yeah, it's like, I've been trying to find other games that really, you know, fill that Dark Souls void I'm getting. Because all the Dark Souls are done. It's going to be no more, at least for a while. There's other games like it out right now. I think there's like Neo. It's like this Japanese samurai looking game. And I did the beta for it, and it looked real cool. I don't like the whole like ancient samurai Japanese aesthetic to it though, but I figure I could get past it if the gameplay is extremely good, which it is. That's something that maybe Austin and I can do together. Yeah. Well, obviously it's not that hard for game journalists who like to call everything Dark Souls-like. Like even Cuphead, like I've seen so many people that are like, this is the Dark Souls of platform gaming and stuff like that. Everything seems to be Dark Souls nowadays. It's hilarious. I mean, with good reason too, like, you know. Oh, then maybe you would like Nio. Nio's, like, I did the beta for it, and it definitely was really solid. It made some really good improvements on, like, how Dark Souls did combat, and in Nio it's all about, like, stances and stuff like that, so even if you're fighting someone with the same weapon, they could be in a totally different stance and fighting style, which was always cool. Got a lot of souls, I should level up with them. Yeah, I know. I played a platformer that's kind of, I guess you could say is kind of like Cuphead. It's called Broforce. It's basically Broforce is like a side-scrolling shooter like Cuphead, except like terrain and everything's destructible. And it gets very difficult, and it like you play as like action movie heroes and stuff like that, like Rambo and Die Hard people and all that. It's hilarious, and it was really tough, but I like that. I like that where it's like Cuphead is a side-scrolling like shooting platformer. And I think that's just so impressive that, you know, all the animations and art and everything are hand-drawn. It's really cool, the 30s cartoon aesthetic they got going on. I'll definitely be picking it up soon. Like, the only reason why I haven't been watching you play through it too much is because I want to play it myself. But I'm definitely going to be watching, you know, you play it when I'm done. Yeah, Broforce was great. I freaking finished it like 5 a.m. 5 in the morning with a friend after a party. I'm just bursting every single soul, every single boss soul I have, just so I can get enough souls to level up. That's how high level I am now. Each time I level up, the required amount of souls goes up to level. Let's see, what can I actually... It's not too far off now. Yeah, I just like I do that where I see someone play, you know, something, and then I'm like, well, add to watch later, because I'm gonna play that. And then it's like even more fun to watch someone struggle with something, and it's like, yeah, I fell for that too, and stuff like that. It's always fun. Now I can level up.
Curse. Seek souls. Lark seek less.
Yes. Just level me up, please. Stop talking. What can I actually level that will help me? Probably health. That's the one thing that I should probably keep leveling. It's just more health. I need to be able to take hits. Back into the fray we go. Yeah. I always keep hearing about the next crazy stupid boss in that game, and it's like, well, I can't wait to see how crazy stupid it is. Oh, I don't remember. Why is that here? I don't remember that here. I don't remember this boar being here. This boar was not here last playthrough. That boar was definitely not here last I do not remember this boar. Why is this here? This should not be here. Why Dark Souls 2? Oh, he staggers pretty easily. Never mind, I thought this would be difficult. Okay. Let me just grab these souls. They aren't using them anymore. You could say it was a bit boring. Heh. Oh yeah, so the boar wasn't difficult, but just a standard soldier is suddenly the hardest enemy. I see how it is, Dark Souls 2. Oh, why didn't he take any damage? Wow, they really just glide. They are fast. And their shields should not be able to block this sword. Oh, okay. So you could just backstab whenever, alright. Well, I gotta tell you, Alpaca. If you watch too much of our content, it'll be detrimental to your health if that joke killed you. Oops. Uh-oh. Man, I hate that manual aiming. Oh, gloves. Good. I'm gonna do a miracle heal to conserve my fast heals. Gotta make sure my jokes are on par then. Oh, did he just shoot through the tent? That's not good. Alright, I don't even think I need to go this way. All I need to do is get to a boss and beat him. I don't even need to deal with that side path. Well. Oh, you're not dead. You didn't die from that boulder. Oh boy. These guys are actually tough because they're, for some reason, their weapons are like imbued with darkness, and for some reason that hurts me a ton. Because Dark Souls 2 logic. Ow. It just hit me with his torch. Taste the power of lightning. Oops. You didn't see that. Oh no, the archers are shooting me from all the way over there. Alrighty, well you have a good one, Alpaca. Thanks for dropping by. I think I'll message you. I'll probably message you over YouTube. Fet and my Steam names, and you can add us if you want. We'll have fun with whatever you're doing. Hope to see you on Steam. Maybe we can play some games together. I'm gonna have fun with this thing. Oh boy. Thanks. Have a good one. See ya. Yeah, gonna need it. Ah, shoot. Oh, no, no, no. It's always nice to get people on live. I actually talk to people that watch the channel instead of, you know, responding in comments, although comments are also nice. What are you doing, bully? Huh? Bully, my American bulldog's behind me, just kind of sat up in the chair, grunting and groaning. Good message. You know what? This is a good time to use my infinite supply of torch lighting materials. I'm fairly certain that they do not like torches. Uh-oh. I need to watch out. Hold on a second, people. Okay, I'm back. Let me just smash these spiders. They don't attack me now that I have a torch out. Torches kind of had a purpose in this game. Or at least they tried to make it have a purpose. So the goal for this stream is to just simply get to this giant spider and kill it and get that Lord's soul. And then I'll be outie. That's probably where I'll end the stream. But that'll still be a little while. I got quite a ways to go. I remember this. Hello. Let me just check to see if my... Yeah, I'm not muted. That's good. Alright. Got 5 Estus. No, I don't need the torch. Let's get out the sword. Ah! Maybe I still need the torch because these freaking spiders are still after me. Alright. I'm ready. Let's eat one of these, get my miracles back. Alright. Let's do this. Good. Good AoE. I see you've taken much from Nito. And you don't even have time to dodge those. Oh good, they heal. Aha! Uh-oh, incoming. Oh, Dark Blob. Dark Blobs are never good in any game. One swing too many. No, I'm good. Dark Blobs are slow. Ah, you didn't sprint, you sack of crap. Dark Souls 2 game mechanics suck. Don't slap me. Dead. Alright, this isn't too bad. Yeah, there we go. You just need a big sword. That's all you need for this fight. Oh, nice, a slab. Nice. I wonder... Bloody expensive. Oh, cracked red eye orb. That is bloody expensive. Good. Good. Good.
Something seems to be bothering you. Yes, yes, I can tell. It is written upon your face.
Oh?
You
Yeah?
doubts about something you did. I am Cromwell.
Oh, okay.
Regret, anguish, disillusion, bewilderment. What wonderful gifts they are. Together, they are the essence of life. Don't you agree?
Okay.
But now, you're lost. You Poor little... Yes, yes, how... But if your heart is yet... Now is the chance.
The ultimate clothing. I already got all these. They're not viewed with particular reverence. You know, Austin and I, well, at least maybe me only, had a theory that maybe Dark Souls 2, this game, was just the age of man. The fire had faded and is completely gone. And now only a throne remains and has taken that place of the first flame. So instead of like fire, keeping a fire alive, you're like keeping the kingdoms of man alive by sitting on that throne. Because like the first flame isn't shown. I almost feel like they added in the dialogue with the Emerald Herald saying to link the first flame, and like the king's talking about the flame. I felt like they added that in. Like this wasn't supposed to be about the first flame. You know what I mean? Oops. I feel like this is this is what would happen if you chose the dark ending in Dark Souls 1. And Dark Souls 3 is what would happen if you chose the linking the flame ending. That's my opinion. That's what I think it is. Because Dark Souls 3 feels like it's just continuing straight from Dark Souls 1, doesn't it? Sure, it's been a while and there's some Dark Souls 2 references, but at the same time, time is convoluted, right? So from different ages, you know, this equipment, these knights, these people can come from that alternate timeline, right? I also believe, I have believed from the get-go that Bloodborne and Dark Souls have been connected. I can literally fill paragraphs full of the connections between Dark Souls and Bloodborne. Slave Knight Gale is one of those characters that definitely, like his story definitely makes me think of it too. Oh, that was a bad. You know what? I wanted to get the Moonlight Greatsword, didn't I? Oh, jeez. Oh my god, they're freaking gonna kill me. Oh no. Are you kidding me? Freaking dual wielding Avalon guy is here. Where do I go? Oh, I know where to go. I know where to go, right? Right? I do, right? Surely. Yes. Just open. When in doubt, freaking bash it. Oh, you have the worst build out of any NPC in the history of Dark Souls, and yet you're killing me. That's it, I'm out of here. You'll never see me again. You sack of crap. I will make you pay. You will never escape from my unrelenting onslaught. Hope it was worth it, pal. Yeah, but let me try and think of connections between, like, Gale and Bloodborne. So first off, the painting in Dark Souls 3 in the DLC, the painting itself. When you look at the painting, what does it remind you of? It reminds you of the colors in dark and light hues of the Bloodborne title. The hunter standing away from you looking down the street alley. It's like buildings to his top left and right. That's like the dark patches, and then it's very bright in the center. Like how the painting looks. Another thing. Aldrich saw the age of the deep sea, or something like that. What's in Bloodborne? The sea. You know how the Bloodborne's world is made up out of layers? Nightmare layers? Layers of paint, maybe? Could be layers of paint. So there's another thing. Gale himself, by the way, it's his blood you paint it with. Blood of the Dark Soul. It literally makes you beastly. The Dark Soul, if you have humanity with you, if you're human, it makes you go like crazy, like your humanity bursts out of you. You literally become like a beast. It's very dark. So it's another thing. Not only that, but in Bloodborne, the old blood that you use to heal yourself. I mean, think about it. What if that's just blood of the Dark Soul? If you're freaking using... Where did you come from? You were not here. You didn't even invade. If you're using the blood that literally was painted, like painted your world, you would pretty much heal up, right? Because you're part of the painting. But of course, it's also blood of the Dark Soul, and it makes you beast-like. The executioners in Bloodborne, they pass judgment upon people. Gale wielded an executioner's greatsword and passed judgment, I think. Like, people said they could be all Father Lloyd and stuff like that, but his hood, how it's like very pointy and triangle-y, kind of looks like the executioner symbol for the Covenant in Bloodborne. How it's a triangle. Martyr Logarius uses red skulls. He's an executioner. Gale used red skulls. Let's see, what else? There's a ton more. There's like, already that's enough connections to say, okay, that's a pretty solid theory, but there's a lot more that I'm not even thinking of right now. Hello. I mean, it could just be like, hey, you know, we made Bloodborne 2, so we're gonna put similarities to Bloodborne in here. I mean, and there's the common things like the Moonlight Greatsword being in both universes, and it's like, come on, that's just an Easter egg, really. There's other things too. What else? There's Patches, of course, but he's been in other things. He's been in Demon Souls and stuff like that, I hear. Wow, I do not have a lot of healing left, which is a shame, considering I'm going to be fighting this boss. Oh, I missed. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, this is going to be the risk of the century right here. Alright, I'm going to have to deal with this with 3 Estus. The little ones I'm gonna take care of first. Let's freaking screw them. Also, this boss is bullcrap in several ways. One, there's almost like invisible force fields around each leg that makes you like slow down. Oh boy. Also, why a spider can freaking shoot a beam of energy is beyond me. Because it's difficult. It's Dark Souls. Dark Souls 2, you're stupid. Not everything has to be difficult just to make it more difficult. That was the beauty of Dark Souls. So it had a purpose. There's a reason. This game doesn't have a reason. God dang. Yeah, it's very difficult to move around this boss because the legs slow me down so much. I just gotta keep chopping away at its head. Chop. Chop. Of course, visible force field. Okay, halfway down. Let me just, yeah. Thank you. If I accidentally take away my torch, I'm dead. Because those spiders are gonna maul me. Woohoo! Alright, I got this. You're not hard. Excuse me, I just gotta, yeah. It's good. It's a good shot there, dude. Oh no, I'm dead! Oh, I didn't even see it coming. I didn't even see it coming. The freaking laser beam got me. I didn't even see it coming. Okay, well I had 3 freaking Estus, so... And I almost had him. This time I'll be full. I'll have full Estus, so I'll be able to beat him this time. It, I should say. Freaking beat it, that freaking spider thing. It's stupid that shoots beams because it's Dark Souls 2 and it makes things difficult without explaining why. Alright. Alright, well I've already screwed up. No, I didn't. There's a platform. Excuse me. Pardon me. Great. Spiders will come through that hole and they'll mess up my day. Nope, good. I got this. I got this. Excuse me. Ouch, ouch, ooh, 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 it hurts. Ooh, it hurts. It's alright, I'm good. This could be a big mistake. Nope, I made it. Alright, let's light that torch again. Okay. Now I'm ready. Now I'm freaking ready to go. Now I'll beat this thing. I'll have another Lord's Soul under my belt. It isn't even a Lord's Soul, really. There are only 3 Lord's Souls in Dark Souls 1, now that I think about it. Because weren't 2 others, like, from Seath and from the 4 Kings, and they were just shards of Gwyn's soul? And there was the actual Dark Soul, but that was DLC. Alright, let's go get my, souls. Hey, big boy. You missed. Let's try not to get pummeled by the freaking... Ah! It's alright. Don't hit me with your freaking beam of bull. Actually getting 2 hits there. Oh, he's crazy. Ah, that's scary. So many ways to get hit. Close. Chop. This is how you beat it, obviously. Oh, hello. Yeah, you get slowed down around the legs. There's some kind of like... The hitboxes are weird when they move the legs. Shoot. Well, he's getting enraged a lot more. Luckily. Crap. Ow, it actually hit me. Come on. What was that? You're weak. Hit me with an actual attack. There we go. I can punish that. He's angry again. Getting nervous. I got this. Ooh. Oh, his head came completely off. I can't actually hurt him from that side. I never knew that was a thing. That's kind of cool. When you hit one of his heads too much, it comes off. Oh, he's in hyper attack mode now. He's a lot faster. Almost got you. Gotcha. I still got it. Clear out your minions. Excuse me, your babies. So I got the pale drake. You just bounce this around. I got the pale drake soul now, so I can actually get the actual Moonlight Greatsword, not the fake one. However, I prefer the fake one because the fake one I actually scale better with. Because the actual one scales with intelligence. My characters are dumb. Great soul embraced. Wonder how this spider got freaking archdragon. It's probably explained. I just forgot. Ah, finally. I get to meet the Lord behind it all. Thank you. Yes. Is Aldia gonna explode? No? Okay. Surprise. So I did it. I got another Lord's Soul. And you know, I could get the Moonlight Greatsword if I unlocked what's her face or whatever, the bird lady that sells the boss souls. You know what, let's offer these all stones up, see what I get. 'Cause I am a champion. I actually don't remember the rewards. Hope it's something useful. It should be. I like how there's a covenant for single player people. Like, hey, the game's more difficult. God, Dark Souls 2, why are you just all about difficulty and not about substance? Gained a rank, great magic weapon. Wow. Wow. You know where else you can get great magic weapon? Anywhere, literally anywhere from multiple vendors. You literally find it. Oh my god, dude. Well, hey, that's not too bad, because in this game, you can stack them, right? Why you would want to stack great magic weapon? I have no idea, but you can. Get more uses, I guess. But I really don't need great magic weapon. I got a lot of souls I could pop. I wonder if that would be enough to level me up. I need to go over 100,000 souls. Maybe. Not going to do it yet, though. So now I can't avoid any longer. Now I have to fight the Lost Sinner. The Lost Sinner is the last one left before Drang Lake Castle and my beautiful platinum. Okay. I might have to summon. Like, there's no way I could summon, I think, at this point. I don't think I could summon Lucatiel to help me. I'm gonna have to get another player to help me. Yeah, I am Optimus. I am taking a break from Wolfenstein. I figured I'd try to wrap up this stream series by getting the platinum. But right now I'm kind of in a pickle, because now this entire time I've been fighting other bosses in the game just to, like, beat them, but now I have to actually go back and fight a boss that I've been trying to avoid, because I actually can't beat this one right now. Because it cheats. It's cheating. It's getting other people in to fight me. And I can't seem to deal with that. Yeah, I've been actually researching Fallout VR and Skyrim VR, seeing how they are. And it isn't that teleport stuff they were showing off. It's full, like, movement with the controller, with the control stick, which is really cool. I mean, when I think VR, I think, like, I think of games that, like, what would make it worth it to get VR, and I feel like Fallout or Skyrim in VR would make it worth it, because those are games that you can just sink so many hours into. But I still want to wait until, like, it gets a little cheaper. It's still pretty ridiculous, the price. I mean, I have a gaming desktop that's actually VR ready right now. So I'm kind of debating whether I should get it for PlayStation or, you know. Yeah, it's better than Virtual Boy. You got that right. They've come a long ways from that. But you know, how much better? I did a demo. I was lucky enough to actually try the PlayStation VR at a Best Buy, and trying it just completely changes your opinion on VR. Like, it isn't totally like, oh my god, if you pay close enough attention, it's like it's like real life. You can tell it's VR, but it's definitely good enough that it's worth it. And I heard they're bringing out the demos again for the holiday season, so I don't know, maybe if you see a demo, you should try it out. It's quite the experience.
Still a bit stiff, I'm afraid. Good.
Yeah, thank you, Stride. Just give me your stuff. Yeah, he sells the usual. He doesn't actually sell the Moonlight Greatsword. Feeble cursed one. I saved that guy's life and he calls me a feeble cursed one. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm heading back to the hub area and I'm going to level up, or try to level up, before I take this boss on. I'm going to need all the health I can muster. I think I'll have enough. I hope I have enough. Oh, it's close. I don't want to use these Lord Souls right away. Oh, cool. Yeah, that'd be good to do for the channel. Because it's all 6 of those episodes, all 6 of the chapters of that game. Which is really cool. I never actually got to play the others. You know, I played through that first free thing with Wolfenstein 3D. I never got to try the others. It certainly gets challenging. I was struggling with it. Yeah. It's quite hilarious how far games have come. You're literally playing an older game within the newer game. I hope it gets to a point where you could play Return to Castle Wolfenstein within the new Wolfensteins. That'd be cool. I'm gonna use this. No. I'm gonna save it. I think I got an idea. There is an optional boss that I've yet to beat, and if I beat that boss, it'll give me enough souls to level up, but would it be worth it? I say yes. Exactly. These freaking exploding people that don't actually die when they explode. I need to figure out where this boss was. I actually do not remember. I think it might have been around here somewhere. Whoops. Hope that wasn't important. Oh, here we go. Door ahead. How come I couldn't open this before? That's weird. And there's one here, right? Yep. Let's rate that. Uh-oh. It's gonna give it to... Oh my god, the pursuer. I forgot he's up here too. Man, I wish I had the willpower of the pursuer. He just does not give up. Even though I've learned how to defeat him so long ago. He just keeps on coming. Oh, good backstep. Gotten a bit slow, pursuer. You haven't even landed a single hit on me. The days of when I feared him are over. Except for that one bullcrap time when he summoned two of himself to fight me. That was a little bull. Alright, I'm trying to think of where this boss is. Dark Souls 2 is known for getting me lost. I think I might know where it is. This might be the way to it. Oh, hello. Let me just smack you into oblivion. Yeah, I think this is where... Okay, yeah. I'm getting there. For some reason, I just get so lost in this game. Wait, Dark Souls 1. Oh, great. I did Dark Souls 1 the least amount. And yet, I know how to get places in that game. Dark Souls 2 is just so much warping once you get somewhere that it's like you don't know the layout. Oh, Archstrike stuff in here. Thought you got that in the Shrine of Amana or whatever it's called. Hello, dogs. I think this is where I need to go. Wolverine Pawns. hello.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you're healing. Oh no, what? Why would you do such a thing? No! Why would you do this? I'm just trying to find this boss. Why the freak would you try to acidic my armor? You're not even getting anything out of that. You're literally just being a dick. Come on, dude. I will throw myself off a cliff and give you. Oh, now you're lagging? I have no idea what's happening. All I know is that my stuff is now at risk. Oh great, thanks lag. There, take it. Take the victory. You already broke my stuff.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
A better argument. That doesn't help me. So now I need to go and try and freaking find that stuff. I'm freaking screwed. I'm screwed. I've screwed myself coming down here. This isn't the invisible door. What? This is. Ah. Alright. I'm gonna put on my freaking... this is broken, so... My ring of sacrifice. They freaking broke? Why is it broke? I must have broke it and not repaired it earlier. Ring broke.